actually kind of fun. I haven't talked about kind of like the process of figuring these games out in a while. I have enough experience with a lot of fighting games that I kind of have a sense for how some of these work, right? I know the developers' games aiding, right? So yeah, it's about kind of using your intuition and based on previous, knowledge and experience to say, how is this likely to work? So we have our like ABC cancelable stuff. So if I want to just do a long string and see how stuff goes together, I'm pretty positive that I can go stand light, crouch light, stand medium, crouch medium, stand heavy, crouch heavy. 6-hit string, that's your magic series, right? So this is going to be almost universally that will work, right? So start from there. That's not going to be optimal, but it gives you a sense of how things work and what kind of moves you have, right? I'm like, okay, those are all pretty normal, right? Oh, the stand heavy kind of moves me forward, and the sweep moves me very far forward, right? And then, what else do we have? We can cancel into our Nen button, which either gives us a wall bounce, not very useful mid-screen, right? It's going to be hard to combo off of that, so go into our launcher. And then it's launcher ABC, right? Okay, cool. Into special. Great, that grounds them and puts them right there. So what can we do after that, right? And it's just a matter of this flows naturally into this. If I do this move, this is where we're at. What can I do from there, right? So from this, right, that launches them. But maybe you do your Nen button in the air, which grounds them. So what can we do off of the ground, right? Maybe we can OTG them. We have a bunch of OTG moves. Stand medium kick, right? Okay. Now we got them on the ground, right? But when we were doing our ground string when we start, they're staying grounded, right? But when we come back down, they're going to be in the air. That's going to pick them up with being in the air. So we're not going to be able to use the same buttons that we used earlier on in the combo. So it's about thinking now, what are our options? How do we juggle them right in front of us in the air into another special, into a super? Maybe you want a super and then DHC, right? Right? 1, 2, super. Right? And then they flip out. That's 500 damage. That's like half of the character's health. That's not bad, right? Yeah, you can continue while they fall to the floor, right? And then once they're on the ground, exactly. So there are specific moves tagged off the ground moves, right? When I do my back special, it says off the ground, which is a move that will hit a character off of the ground. So when they're grounded, it'll knock them up and you'll be able to continue your combo, right? Some characters will have more off the ground moves than others. It'll all depend on the character. This is interesting, right? Like, how do people put this stuff together? What would you want to connect into what? Yeah,